Hello, all you cat lovers out there. Welcome back to the Catster YouTube channel with me, Dr. Luqman, bringing you another cat topic from a veterinarian's point of view. Now, in today's video, we're going into one of my personal favorite topics, which is somewhat controversial, but always fun to talk about, and that is laser pointers for cats, and why there is a controversy surrounding laser pointers for cats. So, before we get into this topic, this is your friendly reminder. Please do hit that subscribe button. We love a like, and of course, we also welcome your comments. Let's go. Laser pointers are extremely popular cat toys, and they have been around for several decades now. And people love the way cats respond to laser pointers. Now, these can be laser pointers that we use ourselves, that we just flash around for a cat to play with. But in some instances, you might find that there are toys that come with laser pointers as well. And the intention of these toys is to be something like an interactive toy, in so much as the toy is going to spin or move or gyrate in a fashion that flashes a laser somewhere on the floor nearby, and that would draw your cat's attention. They would chase the laser, or they would chase the toy and watch the laser move around as well and just be entertained on their own for hours and hours on end. Sounds fun, right? But not really so, because laser pointers and laser toys are not without their fair share of controversies, debates, etc., which we're about to dive into. One of the reasons why laser toys are so controversial is because of the laser itself. And there are, doubts and legitimate concerns that if the lasers, regardless of what type of laser it is and regardless of what color it is, shines into a cat's eye far too many times, or even a few times in some cases, depending on the strength of the laser, that it may cause damage to your cat's eye. And the damage might actually not be immediately observable. That means if your cat's playing with a laser toy today, it doesn't mean that their eye will be affected tomorrow. Their eye could be affected months or perhaps even years later. So in some cases, it can be very difficult to pinpoint the exact cause of their, ocular issues as being the laser itself. But there is no doubt that lasers do have health risks, especially when shown into someone's eyes. This includes your pet cat as well. And remember that thing I said about interactive toys, flashing a laser anywhere randomly? There's really no way for us to know if, by chance, by accident, due to some unfortunate circumstances, that laser shines into your cat's eye. Now, that's not to say that manufacturers have not stepped up their game as well. So, some manufacturers do claim that their products are indeed safe and tested, and they are per ASTM standards for lasers, or they are ISO standard certified lasers, etc. However, from a veterinarian's point of view, there is some evidence that suggests that these lasers could still cause problems over time. And another thing we have to keep in mind is that these days, thanks to advances in medicine and pet care, pets are living longer than ever before. So there is a chance that something that wasn't an issue before, simply because it would take too long to pop up, is suddenly catching the eye of the veterinary world now, because we are in a time where we can actually observe unfortunate pathologies and conditions in pets, which is why we are considering laser pointers perhaps somewhat, controversial or something that should be used with caution. Now, even if the laser is perfectly safe, which actually might be the case in some instances with some brands or with some products, there's another issue when it comes to cats and laser pointers, and that is not giving the cats the satisfaction of the hunt. Now, cats, as we know, are actually practicing and honing their hunting skills while they are playing. And if a cat is chasing a laser pointer, they can get stressed if they never eventually catch the red dot, or the green dot, or the blue dot, or whatever dot they're trying to chase. Now, this is interesting because stress is a very wide and interesting, and for some people bizarre concept when it comes to cats. It affects different cats on different levels, and different cats might find different things as stressors. So there is a chance that some cats who are in a very heightened state of play have their, predator mode, their predator face on, their hunting face on, and they never ever get to catch the elusive laser pointer and they become stressed. Now, at times, what happens is your cat is in such a heightened state of like a hunter mode that if the laser suddenly goes off, they may, in their state of mind that they are, accidentally pounce or jump on anything to sort of like discharge that energy, and that includes you. So there are instances where, your cat might be chasing a laser pointer, suddenly it goes off, or you turn it off, and your cat suddenly just attacks anything nearby. Like this could be furniture, it could be your leg, it could be another pet, like another cat, another dog, anything. And of course, this can lead to injuries because when a cat is in hunter mode, they will use their claws for sure. So, and they may also bite and do the bunny kick and basically everything that a hunter does. So that makes laser pointers somewhat, concerning for cats. Now, there are some people who recommend that if you are playing with a laser pointer with your cat, first of all, do not use an interactive laser toy that your cat plays with on their own, because once again, it might actually, accidentally shine within their eyes when you're not looking. So if you have a laser, it does provide you with some element of control. You still have to be careful though, because you can never really predict your cat's movements. So, they may underestimate or overestimate their ability to pounce and accidentally, end up in a situation where you move the laser near their face or eyes. But at least when you're holding a laser, it gives you some form of control over the whole play session. And some people advise that when you're holding a laser and having your cat chase it, to eventually turn off the laser when your laser actually reaches a toy or a target for your cat to actually pounce on and attack and get all that hunter-like energy and rage inside them out. You know what I mean? So this lets your cat avoid the stress of not being able to catch their prey, if that makes sense. Now, whether or not this works for all cats is still not known. And the reason why it is not really super recommended is because there's a very good point that there are other toys which are much safer and afford your cat the luxury of playing with them without the associated risks of playing with lasers. Therefore, some people find it difficult to justify laser pointers for cats, even though there are, guidelines on how you can safely play with your cat and a laser toy. Nonetheless, if you do want to play with your cat and use a laser toy, those are the guidelines that you should follow just to make sure that your cat is safe. In addition, please make sure that the laser pointer you use is actually intended for animals, just as an extra level of safety and precaution there. At the off chance that you inadvertently do shine it somewhere, the odds of damage to your cat's eye would then be minimal. So that's it for today's video, guys. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in with me, Dr. Luqman. I do sincerely hope that you enjoyed this video. As always, this is your friendly reminder to please do hit that subscribe button. Please do leave us a like, and of course, we welcome your comments. Until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys. So manufacturers do complain that... Do complain? They don't complain. Who complains? Oh, claim. This calls for... Okay. I'm melting in the snow. I feel like Olaf when he was like heating up, you know what I mean? And like dying and stuff.